here with your Computer Pick Show. Of course, we're live every day with this Computer Pick Show. Normally, we do it around 5 o'clock Eastern time, but that wouldn't do us a lot of good today. We've got a lot of early games, and I wanted to do a show before we do our live show at 10 o'clock. So our normal live show at 10 o'clock, of course, we'll be doing that. We've got Ron Romanelli joining the gang, the Puck Dogs, Rod Zawacki and Chris Ruffalo, along with Brian Bitler, the red-hot Brian Bitler. He is red hot. I'm sure he'll be telling us all about it in just a couple minutes. But in the meantime, I'm going to get us started. Just a real quick Computer Pick Show. Yesterday, one of our games got canceled, and the other one, well, didn't go our way. So see if we can bounce back today. Our overall record, 185, 142, and 4. There's a lot of games on the schedule today, so it's a great day to grab that 3-day trial of Spread Knowledge and give it a test run if you haven't done so already. So be sure to check that out. And of course, just click on the link in the description. If you get the 3-day trial and you decide to keep it, you'll get 10% off for life, or you can just get the subscription and you'll get 10% off. But we'll be back, of course, at 10 o'clock with our regular live show. But I just figured this is the only time I had to squeeze in the Computer Pick Show. I actually got all my stuff done this morning. Lots of emails, lots of questions. Of course, if you have questions, stuff like that, be sure to let us know. If you're using the Messenger, if you have a question about a subscription, I should have like a thing that says, tell us what you bought, when you bought it, not the number, not the package number. It's like, I don't know that. So just tell me I bought Ron Romanelli's three-day package. It's like way easier for me. I don't, the numbers and stuff, I have no idea. Anyways, we're gonna do the Spread Knowledge picked right now. Let's get to it. We got 2 picks for today. Let's see if I can find them. Got so many emails in the time that I emailed this to me just 5 minutes ago. All right, we got 1 college football and 1 college basketball. Of course, there's not a lot of college football today, so every game is kind of like a highlight game. And then for college basketball, this is one of the biggest games of the day. So not ones that you guys will have to poke around to find. Let's see if we can get on board. Let's get to our first pick for today's Spread Knowledge show. And in this one, looks Army over Air Force with the points. This looks to be a low-scoring game is the way that most people have it pegged. I mean, looking at the total, I don't necessarily agree with the public, right? But, in this one, a lot of people seem to think that this is going to go under. So getting, nearly, better than 5% of the total points scored in the game on one team, usually, look at where you get to start. I think, personally, I think Army's going to win this game anyway. But you could see a lot of people think Spread Knowledge is really confusing. Like I've said before on these shows, Charles pitched this idea to 100 different websites. 93 of them didn't respond. Not even a fuck you or something. They didn't even say that. They just said, nothing, which is worse, right? Just cowardly, right? You don't respond. It just means you're a coward. And, they're afraid of Charles. He's a bad man. He is a bad man. He is someone to be afraid of, I guess. Because we've seen what he can do. We have seen what Charles can do. That's what he can do. 45 yards. No problemo. And look at the look. The walk, the turn. It's not just that he bangs it through the uprights. It's the turn. And, yeah, I got this all the way. I got this. It's like that's what they were afraid of, I guess. They also said it was really confusing, but, I'm easily confused. And, and even I can figure this out. This one is a B. This one is a C. The scale is from A to F. B's are good. C's are not so good. B's and A's and A pluses are really the ones that you should be betting with Spread Knowledge. Those are the ones that comprise this record right here. The B's and the A's, right, that we do on the show. It has to be a B or higher to be on the show, right? So that's what this record is, B's and A's. You stick to the B's, and if it's up against a C or lower, well, then it's a play, and you decide the strength of the play from there. So in this one, the pick is Army plus 2.5. I don't know. I don't know why all those other sites thought this was so difficult that, so I'm sorry, Charles. They didn't even say I'm sorry. It's too difficult. We can't figure this out. But that's our first pick is Army. Got another pick for you today. I guess I got to get moving because we got the other show coming on in about 10 minutes. Oh, this is the same. It's the same damn pick. It's going to be a great show today at 10 o'clock. We got Brian Bitler, who's red hot. We got the Puck Dogs. Chris Ruffalo, Mr. Personality. And, Rod Zawacki. And we have Ron Romanelli. And look at this. We've got North Carolina -3 against Kentucky. A B against a D+. Remember what I just said to explain this? If it's a B or better, we like it. If it's worse, if it's against a grade that's a C or lower, we really like it. Look at this. D+. I don't know why he's got the plus in there. I think you got to just stick to the flat letters, but that's Charles's thing. We don't want to mess with a guy that can one thing you don't want to, a guy that you really don't want to mess with. Here's a guy you don't want to meet in the dark alley. A guy that can do this. Okay. I mean, who knows how far he's going to kick you? Look at that. It's just like, don't even mess with me. Don't even mess with me. Because I got this. I'm money. You do not want to meet someone like that in the dark alley. That is for sure. So Charles wants his pluses on the D. Not every letter has a plus. Only like A's have pluses and D's have pluses, I think. I don't understand that part. What I do understand is that a B is better than a D+. I'm taking the heels here, and that's what Spread Knowledge is saying to do. So our picks for today's show are North Carolina -3 and Army plus 2.5. Of course, you can get ratings and picks on every game on the board by ordering Spread Knowledge software. You click on the link in the description, and you can get a 3-day trial for less than $9. It's less than $3 a day. I think there's 100 and something games today, so it comes to like a penny a pick. If it's something you can't afford, stop sports betting immediately. Not a place for you. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes with the gang.